Hi, I think it's on. It looks like it's on. Let me check my sound. Hey, someone write in the chat and let me know if I'm live. I think it's on. Don't want any of that feedback. Hi, Alex. Hi, Jody. So I'm live. Good, because I was doing something else with a different room, and I just wanted to make sure I am good to go. Yes, thank you. All right, I'm gonna kind of sit here a spell and let you know that this is a spontaneous channeling, but I want to improve the sound a little bit. So I'm going to plug in a different microphone, and there we go. Okay. And let me know if you guys can hear me okay, because I have a little bit better of a microphone I'm using. And just let me know about the sound quality before we get into it. And thank you guys for joining in. And this is not our regularly scheduled program at the end of the month. We're just jumping in a little bit early here. So, yeah. You guys can hear me? Yes? Someone give me a thumbs up on that. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay. Good. It's lower, but okay. Okay. Make sure that's the right. Yeah, we're using that sound. All right. Good, Jody. Thank you. I'm going to shoot this over to Facebook real quick. And then I'm going to grab my tea. And then we're going to get started on this. So give me a second. Here we go. And feel free to share it if you guys like. Feel free to like the video if you like the video. If you like the video, okay. I'm doing that. I'm going to share it over to Odyssey of Ascension group. And that's about it. There we go. Stick with me, guys. This is a spontaneous channeling, and I kind of wanted to. What is that doing? Why is it sharing that? Where is it sharing it to? Okay, good. All right. Let me go to the chat. Hi, Michelle. I'm going to go grab my tea. I think it should be ready. Again, share it if you want, and thumbs up it so we can get more people out there on the stream if they, comes up in their feed. And I think that's about it. I'm going to grab my tea. Hang on. I'm coming. All right. Okay, we are back. So let's talk about the 5 laws. Someone had mentioned, made a recent comment on my YouTube, and they wanted to see if I had a video on the 5 laws that I live my life by. And the wonderful thing about those 5 laws for me is I don't have to live by them. That's what they are in the nature of creation. And I wanted to go over them. And there's other people that discuss a whole bunch of different laws, and that's up to you because this is your show. There's nobody in fucking charge of you. And the more you get on board with that, and the more you find yourself in love with you and your authentic self and choosing that, the more you're going to understand that there is no one in fucking charge of you. And the laws are not to abide by, but they're to understand and notice how creation is worked to the ascender, to the evolutionist, me, you, and everyone that chose this game who had the probability of waking up and then all of a sudden going, holy sheep shit, here we are. And you're awakening to the self and you're in this whole new world and this whole new probability. And I think the laws are very applicable to the now. So let's go over them. All right. So if we look at law 1, you exist, right? That would be the first one that you can look at. Law 1, you exist. Bashar said, and we're talking Daryl Anchor Bashar, okay? I've listened to a few other Bashar channels, fabulous channels out there. I'm so excited more and more coming online, and we're getting it out there because we got 8 billion people on the planet. And when they're ready to wake up, they'll find someone that matches their frequency. And the more variety and the more frequency levels of evolution is available to the human collective, then the better, right? So this was Daryl Ankas, and he was talking about one, you exist. And I think it was done on the greatest, one of the greatest speeches ever spoken. And it's one of his channelings. And it melted my heart, made me fucking cry. I was like, God damn, you're beautiful. And what that was creation has chosen you to exist. By that, in and of itself, you are blessed. There is no diminishing you. You're only going to grow lighter. Now, this is what I've added in my understanding. We are invincible. We are indestructible. Our awareness cannot cease. And we are a singular point of consciousness. Now, listen. Consciousness is life, not death. Life. Not aware. Life. All we know on this planet as this singularity, separated from everything that we understood ourselves to be, is a most certainty. We're fucking life. You can't bullshit yourself that you're not an awareness. Look at that and equate it to your own existence. Don't fathom the fear of someone's story. Don't abide by the story that has been taught to guide you through this fucking hell pit, bullshit, fucking punishment, karma ridden fucking world of polarity. Wipe out that diarrhea for but a moment and do the love for yourself right now and realize I exist. Realize that. I am. I think before, or therefore I am. Fuck you. Bullshit. Thinking doesn't define me. Time doesn't define me. I am, therefore I think. I am, therefore I create. It starts here. I am. Don't discount your own fucking existence. I know your emotions go, but and you're all fucking tangled up in the iCloud of fucking human drama. And right now, in the now, everything is fine in your I am. You are existence. Shh. Shut the fuck up. Feel it. Come alive in your own awareness. Be I am. Not through meditation, not through a conjuring idea That was the diplomacy by a guru of time. Stop! You're not a diminished God. You're not at the ranks of lower vibration. That's a story bound in polarity, which measures the self. I am. Unconditional, indestructible, invincible singularity of forever. I am. Right? I didn't put any makeup on. I was like, I got to talk about this. I did change my shirt, though. So, law one. And what's applicable to the laws is they're all going on at the same time, either one or all of them interacting in every now, somewhere, right? I am. Spend some time with that. Okay? Don't deny your musing time, M-U-S-E, muse, to ponder, to gaze upon the thoughts of purposeless, meaningless, dynamic interaction with your own awareness and the attraction of the things that come. Muse yourself. It's not a waste of fucking time. That's a product. That's a human put on a fucking conveyor belt and to stamp yourself with these fucking things and be the shiny product at the end so you can fit in a cogwheel of consumption. That's human. I'm not talking to humans. I'm talking to fucking masters, awakeners, light bearers, way showers, right? All right. Law one, you exist. I think we got a good basis on that. Feels good. Ought to be in Hollywood, right? Okay. I'm not really watching the chat, but hi, guys. Okay. All right, law two. They added this later on, which really helped the dynamic for a lot of people to understand, because there was 4 laws that Bashar brought to the table, and then we added a law, so we can understand. This is exclusive to our world, and so let's leave it there. Let's not put it out there any farther than the I am that you are in law 2, which is here and now. Everything is here and now. Everything is here and now. There and then is a creation from here and now. Here and now is happening. How you're perceiving the here and now, which will be more discussed, the perception part of it on law 3. But law 2, everything is here and now. There and then is a created concept using time. Did you hear that? There and then, right? There and then is using time and space. There and then. Here and now is where you are creating there and then. So when you are in the here and now, and you are relating to a reality through the conceptualization created self that has the ability to create time and space, you can claim an experience, create a memory, a fathomable idea of the future, and call it there and then. Because it's not happening here and now. There and then is a memory created in the here and the now for the experience of there and then. And there and then could be past or future. But you understand that all futures are based off of memories. Because the future is absolutely unknown. That is the unknowable that's coming to us. And the only way it is actually in the future is if we apply time to it. If we don't apply time to it, there's only here and now, because that's the law. We can think about the future. So let's think about tomorrow. What's today? Today is Sunday. We can use our memory and know that tomorrow is the future, A, and B, tomorrow is Monday, using my memory, and we'll call it Monday, right? So it's Monday, and that's tomorrow. But that right now is not here and now, because today is validated as here and now, whatever you validate it as. So we create the probability of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Monday, days of the week, and weekend, and Thanksgiving, and my birthday's coming up. And all of these things are in my future, but they're not here and now. And I have the created ability to come to a space-time continuum, a third density or fourth dimension, a 3D world that I get to move around and look up and down and left and right and down. Look at me. I'm in 3 dimension. Look at that. Holy fucking shit. I can move the fuck around. I got space. I got distance. So I'm creating a world of space, and I can move around in that space, as well as time, my fourth dimension in this, fourth dimensional world or third density. It's a distance. Look, space. Look at that. Don't look at the simplicity and the childness of it. Look at the absolute magic of it. You think this is a standard. This isn't a standard. This is created. Space. Movement. Time. Time is an ally. It's not a standard. The less you pay attention to time, the more you are here and now, to realize that time becomes a tool, an ally. It's fantastic. So what's happening with the here and the now? I want to go a little bit deeper. So if you're here in the now, and the law goes, everything is here in the now, then what's not in your here and now? Well, nothing, because all the creation is here and now. Law 4, we'll get to, but the one are all are one. All of creation is encouched in you, because you are the one, and everyone else is the all. And from their perspective, they're the one, and everyone else is the all. Because it's the same one and all. Well, we'll get to that more in depth, but what I want you to understand, that everything is within you. So everything is here and now. And how do we get to those other places that we would consider space and time, other places? Well, that's law 3, and that's vibration. They call it what you put out is what you get back. I think they could have done better with that. That added a lot of confusion. But they're all evolutionists like us, right? We'll get to that. But I want to go back to the here and now. I got a nice Earl Grey. It's a good one. It's blueberry Earl Grey. Yummy! All right. So if I'm here and now, then what is happening in my world? This. If you're always here and now, and you have the ability to know you're here and now through a great tool that I use all the fucking time, the observer of the egoic structure, the algorithm thoughts of fear, of hope, of desire, of want, of purpose, of meaning, of what happened, what will, what might not, what did, what didn't, what you did, what you didn't do. All of that shit that lives in time, created from the here and now. When you can become the observer, you're going to realize an absolute phenomenon. That all of that is not happening in your world. It's happening in your memory. Okay, did it happen? Yes. A lot of it did. Yeah. You don't need to know how much. You can trust you. You know how conceited humans are, right? We actually think we can navigate creation with this little speck of memory and manage creation. That's how arrogant we are. I remember George Carlin had said that, talked about the planet being in peril, and it's going to die and we have to rescue the planet and all this stuff. Gaia has been through more shit than you can fucking imagine. And you think what we're doing to the planet is hurting her. See, you're perceiving what was, what is, what should be, and then you're taking actions in the now. But what's actually happening in the now is everything is fine. It's your perception. She's been through ice ages, volcanoes, continental shifts. She's been through blasts from the sun that we couldn't even imagine, probably would have toasted us. Polar shifts in the magnetic, all this stuff. And we think we're this destructive force. That's how fucking conceited we are. We think we're such big fucking problems. Where's that existing? There's a perception, right? We'll get to that. What you put out is what you get back. But be more in your here and the now. And all those things that you're seeing that are happening through the idea of interpretation. Up here in the iCloud, we had a master class the other day, and they brought the idea about the iCloud. It was fucking phenomenal. It was a great class. And it would just really explain where people get the material from. Let's go back to the here and now. Everyone stop right now and look the fuck around. Okay? That's your life. If you can stay there, and we'll get to the law of attraction, but if you can stay in your here and the now, where do you need to go and what's not happening, is that relevant? We were kids playing. Then we got taught to not play. Younger generations, maybe you didn't get smacked upside the head or pulled back and yelled at and sit down, but different generations got abrupt ideas of not doing those things. And they're trying to protect us or whatever bullshit story the parents are trying to sell themselves. So what we're talking about is we instinctively are explorers, and we were taught not to explore. We were taught to consume ideas of our coveting belief systems that surrounded us, which divide us. Now listen, we're going to talk about that. That divides us. But I don't mean you and me. And I don't mean me and everyone else. We're all unified. I'm talking the division within me. I was taught to divide against myself. That's where the unity lies. The unity doesn't lie in a goddamn church. The unity does not lie in a forced mannerism. The unity does not lie to get everyone to stop eating meat. The unity does not lie in making everyone be the same. I want you to express your divinity as diverse. That's authentic, and that's going to be involved in Law 3. And we'll get nasty with that here in a minute. But in the here and the now, if you look at your world and see your habited ideas that little child was taught, you're not enough. You have to earn our respect. Then our little thinking minds start kicking into gear. Oh, they like that. This will make them happy. Then they'll love me. Then they'll love. And the dependency grows. Mom and dad, fucking drug dealers, aren't they? Get that vein nice and big. Mom and dad's approval. Boof. Yeah, baby. Yeah, motherfucker. I have acceptance. And then you grow tired of them motherfuckers. Right? And you got some great parents out there. Not everyone's motherfuckers. But when they're a dependency, they're a motherfucker to allow you to law on yourself. And it's not them. It's the division within. Be masters well. We're not assigning blame. That's the outside giving causality to the inside, playing a victim. No. This is our own subjective created world as masters. So, everything is here and now. Get in tune with the here and now. There's a couple of books out there, and they're good. But it is not something that is learned. It is something that is discovered through a practice of a disciple. The discipleship of self-awareness, of falling in love, of remembering yourself. It's a fucking kingdom that you are exploring. And it doesn't go to the boundaries of a book and the discipleship of that education that you think is the right thing through effort to gain. It's the discipleship of humility, of vulnerability, of absolute brutal honesty with the self, and choosing that magnificent discovered I am once again, and closing down the separation within you, and the divinity starts to rise because the unity returns. Fucking A. So I learned to live in the here and the now. And when my fears, and this is the one of the things taught a lot of students this, and a lot of people, what do you do with those thoughts? Nothing. How do you get rid of them? You don't. If everything is existence, everything is law one. Don't think for 1 second that this fucking inanimate object to a human scientist is not alive. This is fucking life. This little bottle here, what is it? Yeah. My little drink, it's not a bottle, that holds my water is not experiencing. You can't get rid of this. There's no getting rid of it. You guys bitch about the plastic blacks that came from the earth. The earth is going to consume the plastic and turn it into a fucking tree. And maybe we'll pick it up and turn it into a lollipop. Because we're chemists and we're alchemists. We're creators. We're change of consciousness, exploring the depths through that. In this world that we've created, this separation is magnificently painful. It's the epitome of suffering. It's the constitution of seeking your own resolve. Fantastic. And you and me, we came here because we're masters. We're not virgins. We're worn out. We've been treaded and retreaded. We know what the fuck we're doing, and we're doing it. So I learned here and now takes those thoughts and they start to stir in my consciousness. And I got monster fears when I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. The reinforced thought, when you got a problem, you got to solve it. Well, that might happen. You got to take safety and security against it. You better do something about it, or this might happen. Yeah, but what? Yeah, but what? Yeah, but what? Yeah, but how the fuck can you always just say, yeah, but, yeah, but, yeah, but, yeah? How many fucking asses do you need? Stop butting yourself into the idea of fighting for your own unworthiness. Anyways, here and now taught me an entire new way to live. And it wasn't actually something I had to practice. It was more of recognizing my actions of habit and not choosing those. That's why it's effortless, right? What's the effort part? What's the effort part? Huh? You know what the effort part is? The effort part is deconstructing the fear through acceptance of it. You're so goddamn scared you can't pull dental floss out of your ass. It's so fucking tight, right? And you're fucking scared and you're, God, I'm supposed to do this. I'm so afraid. Everyone tells me to do and take that. But my heart says, no, you got this. And it's this peace, it's this divinity, it's this serene self that says, relax, we got it. And you stop pushing against your own attraction in the here and the now, and you allow all of those things that the mind is selling you, that we were taught and reinforced on a daily basis through teachers and authorities and parents and people that we valued as conscious dependencies, and we needed their approval, and we didn't want to disappoint, and we didn't want to fail, even fail our own ego, always telling me, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then you go, nothing, because I am. And in this here and the now, I'm not going to do anything that's not happening in the here and the now. So I didn't take any action on things that were not in the here and the now. Did I make appointments with my students that wanted to have sessions or join classes? Yes. That was my here and the now action. That's what I did. I put in my little book. People get all confused on details. Where do you write stuff down? Stop. Just shut the fuck up. Stop trying to manage everyone and find your own doubt. Accept the fucking moment as it is. Here and now. Accept it. Why? Why am I saying accept that when everything has told you not to accept the moment, to do something about it, to change it, to become better? Don't sit around. Don't be lazy. Even if you deserve it because you had a hard day of work and you made yourself accomplished. And what did you do? You came home and you deserved it. And then here comes that stirring thought after that ego fucking fulfillment. The fucking drug is in place. You feel worthy of your own existence because you worked hard and you made yourself into something. Through the approval of your ego, kick in your fucking ass. And anyone else that says, bravo, bravo, you're so awesome. We love you so much. And you're like, thank you. Thank you. And what do? You take a break and then you got to go. God, I got to go again. You feel it, right? Remember? Come on, pay attention. Pay attention to me, remember? The emptiness returns, doesn't it? How the fuck can you pursue happiness? What does happiness lie in? Happiness lies in a new cell phone. Happiness lies in Disneyland. Happiness lies in the safety and security of an established bank account, an investment, a retirement. Happiness lies in the outside stability of not here and now. Here and now is perfect. I bet your sweet ass if you go back and look at your here's and now, when were you ever not okay? People call me or email me, Roxy, blah, 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 this is happening. I said, what the fuck is happening? If you have the ability to tell me all this fucking problems that are happening, it's not happening. Where's it happening? In the fucking iCloud. The human iCloud, the psyche of bullshit that's vibrated into a consciousness of sharing. And we've made it more accessible with the internet and the news and all that. Why? Because we're masters of change and we're deconstructing it by recognizing the division within. And the here and the now will show you how much you're divided against yourself. Because newsflash, all of those people, they're part of you, right? Their consciousness. They are. But there's a lot of the fractals down here on the planet Earth that I absolutely don't want to play with because they're fucking cowards, they're children, they're fucking spineless codfish, they're bullshit artists, they're fucking trying to suck your energy. Abraham said it best, stay away from them energy, blood-sucking fucking vampires. Don't give them the time of day because the only thing they're going to do is keep feeding on you. Ever answer a question? They'll go, yeah, but I understand that. But what about, feed me more as feed me. Stop. Get to the here and now and watch how much your mind is going to go apeshit because you're not taking the action that fortifies the the awareness, saying yes to the ego. I have to do that. That's what we got to do. We got to do that. And then the ego is validated. And that's separated self. And now you're starting to see the division. Now you're starting to see the observer and the choices. And that's the iCloud. That's the memory. That's the consciousness telling you a story of fear. Take action, young master. Heed the warnings of time in the histories of the past, or thou shalt peril in the idea of whatever it's telling you. Perish, not peril, perish. So, do it. Watch what happens. Watch your mind go apeshit. And what did I do? I observed it. I observed the fucking shit out of it, and I took no action. And I was very afraid. I was very afraid. Like crying afraid. Very scared, afraid, very angry, very rageful, very upset, very afraid that all the things that my mind was selling me was going to happen. But then Osifius, Sylvester, Buford, everyone that I've fallen in love with, is that I channel, said, relax, Roxy, what the hell's going on in the here and the now? Nothing. So why am I feeling this way? You're transcending. What am I transcending? You're transcending your belief systems. You are changing and becoming unified. In order to do that, however, now listen to me. This is my fucking story. This is the way I did it. This is not scripture. This is not gospel. This is an offering. You're the God. Do it your way. Stop looking to be led. Be I am. You're worth it. So, I observed and I transcended those beliefs by allowing the fears to pass through me, allowing the tears to pass through me, crying, fearing the future, blah, 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 and all this shit, and then diarrheaing it out. Yeah, but what about, now what a, boom, fuck you, blow my fucking brains out because the pain hurt. But in the here and the now, it wasn't there. I fucking hated it. Why don't some of you go to Bashar? Go and ask him. When you say a master class, what do you mean? And I guarantee you, he's going to tell you something that you've never heard before. No one's asked him the depth of what this is. And remember, that's a connected species. That's a connected species. Yael, Angelics. We channeled the Martians the other day, Arcturians, Andromedans, Zephyrs, Draconians, Drachmonians, the Centaurians, the Aquatics, Assyrians. They're connected. We're the fucking masters here. They are not. And we're finding our way home with I am. Okay? Here and now will show you all of your shit. Get back into the now. I promise you. You will understand how much your mind is selling you stories on actions that you don't want to take. And when you do not take those actions that are obligated in some motherfucking squawk motherfucker who is depending on you because you're the goddamn drug dealer now and they need your validation. Maybe stay at work late or do something that you always did, but they can't rely on you anymore. And now they're disappointed in you. Fuck you. Enjoy your disappointment. That's what it's going to take. Everyone's trying to manage this through polarity. Oh, let's make everybody happy. Let's buy everybody roses and make it all. Stop. This is a masterclass and we are tearing down polarity, so we have to transcend it. You can't get rid of it. You got to enlighten it within your kingdom. The here and the now will tell you that. Vibration will attract you, law 3. Because you're not pushing against your reality with conceptual ideas of expectations. You're not going, hey, everybody, look what's not happening in the now. It's all happening in time, and I'm going to keep focusing on not now and keep my reality the fucking same. And then I'm going to bitch about it because it's not changing, and I'm doing all the right things at polarization, which is where you live. That's all in time. It's not now. I think I said enough on here and now, law 2. There's more to expand. I'm still living it. I'm still exploring it. I'm not finished with any of these laws. Everything is expandable. Everything is changeable. Everything is an endless world. Even limitation as a human is still an endless world to explore. And we're mastering it. Because we have awoken. So let's go to law 3, law of attraction. My vibration is not positive or negative. If you live in a positive or negative world, and that's what you think law is, then you're going to have a tough time. And I would highly recommend to put that on the back burner and start looking at the creation, at the idea of creation is unconditional. Vibration, this self that I am, is not based on polarity. I am a creator that is and always shall be unconditional. And where I put my choice of relationship to reality, let me say that again. Where I put my choice on the relationship to reality creates it. Stop with the manifestations. They're going to happen because it's law of attraction, not law of pursuit. You can pursue through human and time and effort. You can set goals and get degrees, and you can get your cars and your houses and your credit, and you can live and then buy burial plots and die. Good, rock and roll. You're not here. Who's here? Awakeners. Okay. Right? So it's not about getting. It's about attraction. Law of attraction. What you put out is what you get back. No one is putting out negative. No one is putting out positive. Everyone is putting out vibrational relationship of the unconditional unto themselves. Again, not scripture. You don't like it, have a Coke and a smile and get the fuck out. I don't need your fucking energy. Bye the fuck bye. You want to be humble for a moment, then make an educated idea, intuition, not logical, intuition, intelligent idea about this, then stick around. But if you're reacting like a stuck pig, either A, find some humility, or B, go. Because you're going to end up in the same place. You're I am. We don't worry about you. You're fine. But if you're interested in understanding your awakening, this is what I've found. In the law of attraction, you are not putting out or attracting negative or positive. That is the interpretation of the separated self. Okay? What do I need? Trochę nie tushno. Yeah. Okay, this is Demira. Let me see on the screen if that looks good. And let's bring Elizabeth. Okay, stand by. Okay, that looks good. Okay. So if Elizabeth here is the whole self, and Demira here is the fractal, she's outside of herself. So here is the opposing. Here is the opposition within the self. This is creating a fractal with its own experience of not connected. Arcturians, well, everybody else, all consciousness is knowing themselves as the I am. We created a point of view of not knowing. We don't know that this, all of creation, is us, the creator. Okay? So we're looking at these things that are in our reality, attracted in our little single, thank you, Elizabeth, in our little single bubble. We're looking at that as objects outside of us. So we're defining white, black, Asian, religions. Let's go with Muslims, Christians, Wiccans. Let's go with ideas of Canadians and Southern folk and Republicans and Democrats and liberalists. Let's just separate the fucking shit out of us, and then let's kill each other to make us fit into who has the most guns. Remember the Crusades? Remember the Spanish Inquisition? You burned my witches, didn't you? You burned Demira. You killed her. You took her God, her horn God, and you turned her into the devil. You took Yule and you made it Christmas. Your second pope. Thank you, Demira. Your second pope decided that's going to be the Christ's birthday. Read your fucking history. Be humble to look at the belief system. It's not wrong that you chose Christianity or Muslim, or you chose to divide against everybody, and you chose to put a bullet in your neighbor because he doesn't think like you. That's not wrong. That's division. That's the game. That's the mastery you chose. And you're not here to fix it because it's not positive or negative. It is unconditional. It is the possibility of discovery. It is the self-knowing. It is the I am expanding the possibilities of the unconditional consciousness that we all are in the everlasting now. How fucking awesome is that? I know you see pain. I know you feel pain. I get angry. I've had anger. I got mad at things. I saw the division. But I saw the division within myself. Now that takes a deep freezer of frozen humility pies, and you're going to have to dine heartily on those to realize the division is you. Because the creators out there don't see you in any kind of slant other than the beauty of unconditional. They see you their own unique way that you'll never know. Even when you're unconditional, they still have their own view. We all do. That's what keeps us, keeps us forever, because we're all singular truths. And all of those truths give us the consciousness of expansion. When I breathe, you get change. When you talk, I get change. When they cry, everyone gets change. It's an experience of realization, awareness. So this law of attraction, right? Law of attraction is attracting the vibration of worth. I applied the word worth to it because that was the most applicable. That word is changeable. Again, it's not scripture, it's not gospel, it's changeable. My worthiness was very low because I was taught I was not enough. The system taught me I had to earn, and I failed miserably just because I was born into a generation of parents that were miserable. So I got to be miserable about myself, and I was taught that I'm a piece of shit and I wasn't good enough, and I tried to be good, and every time I'd be good, I'd be criticized or it wasn't good enough, and sometimes I get some applause, and then I lived in that cycle until I saw it, and I was like, wait a minute, I'm relying on them, so let me change my worthiness with that relationship. Instead of being lack and trying to earn their respect, that drug-induced coma of that, like a narcissistic husband that keeps fucking telling you you're awesome and then blames everything you and then apologizes and does it again. What's worthiness? To say goodbye and walk the fuck away. There's no dependencies on creation. I think you guys fucked yourself 3 ways from Wednesday trying to find a soulmate. Stop. Stop with the fucking labels. Find this, and then everything else will be known. This is all that is. I am is all knowing, all knowing, all knowing. That is forever. You can even say always knowing, which is fucking priceless. Because all knowing would be time. Always knowing is current. So, I'm okay. Yeah. So when you're putting out vibration, if you're doing it with the ideas of the belief systems, then you are vibrating in a separated world, a world that's outside of you. So you're looking at the world as separated, so you're telling, no, that's wrong. That's not wrong. That's what you get to say it is, which is your personal experience. So I remember someone said, well, Roxy, you caused me this. You're the one who, I said, well, enjoy your pain, but I didn't give you that pain. You accepted that. They got upset at me because I failed them. Girls out there and boys out there, couples alike. When you trust your spouse, you're putting a box on them. Your vows, your Bible, all your shit of marriage and stuff, hey, it's good. I think marriage is awesome. It's the relationship. That's what you got to look at. But if you're putting your trust on someone and putting them in a box, and that is a singular entity that is free will, and they have a vibrational choice that they cannot help but to do for whatever circumstance that your little mind's trying to manage, and they break that, then you get to experience betrayal. They didn't betray you. You interpreted them as a betrayal if they mismanaged your trust, broke your trust. See how the object becomes the experiencer through interpretation? Because the separated self is defining the outside through its belief systems of constant, of standardization, of what's expected. And that's the separated world of what? Not here and now, of time, of memory, of what was supposed to be and how we're supposed to accord ourselves with the liking of humanity. I can tell you this, there's no evil and there's no good. There's beauty. That's beyond recognition of what we contain evil and good to be, which in and of itself is beauty. But we emotion ourselves with these constitutions, these labels, these definements, and we avoid one and seek the other, and everything in between, and we have a fabulous life. But I'm looking at something different here. I'm looking at the relationship to these things. So if you're relating to this something as lack and you take a lackful action against that, then you are maintaining the same vibration and your world doesn't change. So you don't attract change. You're getting change, but you are not experiencing change because you're not seeing the change that's available to you. So therefore, your vibration is pretty much the same world until you see that change in yourself as a potential. So another thing I'd like to say about the here and the now, in the attraction, combining, when something is attracted to you in the here and the now, it's already your match. Creation doesn't fail. Creation doesn't make a mistake. Creation is unconditional perfect. It is pure love. It is the state of awesome. It is the state of non-confliction, non-conformity. We objectified ourselves. Demira is outside of Elizabeth, thinking Demira and everything else is against her, and she has to manage her way through against. When she lets go, it attracts, and what comes is her match of her evolution. So now she gets to see the things. Now, here's the point I want to talk about. You're not learning lessons, you fucking people. Stop being a goddamn idiot to yourself. That's vibration. I'm here to work off karma. I'm here to learn lessons. Stop. Stop. It's time that part is over. That served us in time. But in the now, you're God. You're all that is. You are singular creator of business that creates all of it. This God here created all. Go over to you and go, oh, this God here created all. Yes, we're the same God, but what's the difference? I am. We have our own singularity. So when you are looking at creation through that attraction and assigning it a relationship meaning through the polarity, then the vibration of being birthed in polarity doesn't change because you're choosing the same point of view. So now here comes a lesson. You're going, oh man, here's an evil person in my life. They're being an asshole. I must be an asshole. I've got to work on myself, honey, because I attracted an asshole. You didn't attract an asshole. You attracted an unconditional reality that you are dependent on because you're having expectations. So it's not a lesson for you to see that you're an asshole. It is an idea to say, oh my fucking God, I'm seeing this guy as a dependency because A, I'm expecting them to be lollipops and rainbows because I meditated for fucking 12 hours and I cleansed my ass so clean you can get fucking sunshine out of it. And now I'm all perfect, but I still get this negative reality. What am I doing wrong? And you're assigning blame to the external because you're still objectified using the resources of expectation, ego development, and imagery to fulfill the emptiness inside when you are already I am. You got to start falling in love with you. So in the here and the now, what was here, I started doing this. I started accepting my fucking world. And it scared the living crap out of me. But with the combination of here and now, nothing ever happened except, oh my God, it's only getting better. I'm not special. I'm another ordinary, run-of-the-mill fucking God. That's all I am. I'm not special. Don't put your label, oh yeah, but Roxy, you're this. No, don't fight for your limitations. Don't label me and don't label yourself. Realize that ego doing that, because that's what we were taught. That's the game. That's what the joy is, to come here and separate and walk around and bump our heads against everything and feel and suffer and rage and hope and fulfill ourselves with the idea of dependency and fall in love with another and then be shattered from that. And then build yourself back up and live the separation in the absolute capacity of its own value to you. And then you woke up. So let's continue with that. And in the here and the now, attracting this world, I started accepting what was in my world because it was showing me not lessons, not how I needed to change myself. It was showing me, listen to this very closely, how I was interpreting my reality. Seth 101. Everything is relationship to reality. And now that is my truth. I've lived by that. I'm seeing that I'm applying everything to my reality, which gives me an immediate emotional relationship to that. And that emotional relationship is my experience of the now, and that's all it's ever been. All the shit that you've been through, it has never happened in the now. It's happened up here, and I started looking at all the shit that I was seeing in time that wasn't happening in the here and now, and accepting the reality and realizing none of that shit's happening in the now, and then started to make the choices that were available to me to change my relationship, the division against my brethren, to see that that person is perfect as they are, and I allowed them. Well, what do you do with assholes, Roxy? Well, you don't feed them. Now that's another Abraham perfection. You agree with him. And at first, it's not easy because you want to get back at him. You were taught to defend yourself. You were taught to argue. You were taught to be separated. I mean, look what we just went through as a nation. Our nation is so divided, and it wasn't a cause. It was a revelation of how we're divided amongst ourselves, right? That's the mastery we're doing. We're awakening to ourselves, to see that that division lies within. So I'm looking at reality as that person is making a choice. But if they're being an asshole, Abraham said, agree with, yeah, you're right. Goodbye. I don't feed the hungry lion. I let the motherfucker starve. I'll go back, tan its fucking hide, make a coat out of it, and take its bones and make them into toothpicks. Right? I'm a fucking creator of my reality. I'm going to understand that I have my free will choice, and I'm going to make those choices despite the obligation, the dedication, the trustworthy, the loyalty I'm supposed to be as a part of fucking human, which is a goddamn train wreck up here in the democracy of humanity being polarized, and using myself and measuring myself against the standard that is constantly changing depending on who's in power. Stop with the madness of that. That's the awakener. The ones that are asleep, let them sleep. Give them milk, a nice comfy pillow. Yum, yum. I'm going to wake up. And in the here and the now, with I am, I started realizing attraction was my opportunity to see the division that lies within my kingdom. So I started enlightening my world and running across my vibrations that were upsetting me. I wanted to put them on them. Oh, that's you pissing me off. No, you dumb cunt. That's me. That's my belief. Fuck you. Yes, it is. No, yeah, it is. Humble pie, remember? That's me. I'm blaming my parents for making me upset about my life. I blame my brother because he doesn't like me who I am. It's not my brother, it's not my parents, it's me. I don't fear anything, but I assign fear. I'm afraid of spiders, I'm afraid of snakes. No, I have fear and I'm applying it to an object because I'm separated and I define myself through objectivity. But once I start uniting myself, I realize that my relationship with that unconditional idea that is now subjectively created through me is an attraction for me to see the beauty of myself in the expanding world of creation. I don't have to define it and label it. I was taught that. I was taught to manage reality. And a lot of people are not very good at managing reality. And then we put them into classes and we make them dumb. And we keep them lackful and we charge them prices of extraordinary amounts so they can at least feel some kind of worth because we're objectified. But they're creators and we need light bearers. We don't need problem solvers. We don't need fucking protests. We need light bearers. Vibrational authentic. This is my kingdom I represent, and I shall bow down to no God, for I am. And my kingdom is that I choose with the will of the now, and the will of the now expresses my authenticity and it attracts those interested in their own kingdom to explore and choose with the democracy of their own will of the now. And they will see the beauty of themselves unfolding and the deconstruction of their manageable reality fall before them like dust. And the only thing they will realize, my God, is they are worth themselves. And then the enlighteners attract. They're like, what do you got? How do you do that? It's not a process, it's a realization. It's not an outcome, it's a discovery. And that law taught me if I choose the worthy, my world changed. And when I found the division that lies within myself, I accepted those fears, those rage, that anger. And I was angry and I yelled and I screamed. I would suggest buying an extra set of dishes because breaking dishes really gets it out. I mean, it's phenomenal. It's like, God, you got to clean this shit up. Maybe if you had a fireplace, it would help. But I had to clean it up. But it was fantastic because it helped me take that energy and transcend it. Because I'm a creator. I'm not a fucking lollipop. I'm a creator. I create planets and densities and fire and rain and rage and hope and beauty and deconstruction and all of it is in me and I am. So I let it out. It passed through me. I absorbed it and became alive in it. And understood it from a subjective observer, me seeing my beliefs and accepting that's my rage, I hate you for what you showed me, but thank you, get the fuck away from me now, and I'm going to do my work, and I'm going to accept my own pain, and I'm going to live it. That is law of attraction. And choose the worthy, not the positive. Positive is in this room. Positive is no bigger than this box. And you're binging back and forth. What is this? It's a remote. Back and forth between these two polarities. The alpha and the omega, the beginning and the end of you as a human. You got to go beyond polarity. And there's nothing but motion. There's life. I'm alive right now and people can be interpreting me as loud and rageful and cussing and all this. But you know what I am to me? I'm fucking priceless and I'm undefinable. I am alive and I don't have emotions that lie in the memory because I am here and now. Fucking A. Priceless. Fucking A. God damn, it's good to be alive. Because you shed them and you see that the beauty of the world is not contained in an idea of a bank account or a degree or a dependency on someone you rely on to be there because you have no worth. No one told you to love this. They told you you're not enough. Work your way up. You have to be graded and measured and then put out the dry and left wanting. Fuck you, I say. And find your kingdom. And I did. and it doesn't stop. There's no outcome. But what does become magnificently, pricelessly, I can put enough adjectives on it, beautiful, is that the human is a choice. In the now, you never want it to stop because it just feels too goddamn good. And it's not lying in an object. Attraction doesn't lie in an object. You're not going to become this to make yourself happy and attract clients so you can pay your bills. It's about interaction with reality. It's about the passion of the moment. I could earn a living playing the flute. If my passion was nothing to play the flute, attraction would take care of my continuation of playing the flute. My passion allows me to play the flute and to cook hearty meals and to channel with YouTube and have an Apple fucking computer because I deserve an Apple over that train wreck Microsoft. And I attracted the abundance to give me this world so I can explore myself, but not in a career or definement of purpose or meaning so I can make sure I have everything there. The law of attraction takes care of everything. You got to be here and now and let go of time to see the miracle of your worthiness show up. Choose it, though. I had to choose it. No matter how afraid I was, what I was supposed to do, pissing people off that have become reliant on me, saying, Roxy, you can't do that. I chose I am to discover if there's a God, and there is. Go to the mirror and say hello. It's a relationship of discovery. It's not a meaning or a purpose. It's goddamn beautiful. And I know what it is. And you can find out. But the law of attraction is not a protest against someone that you perceive as negative, because you are full of lack, perceiving the lack in another. And that is your vibration, that is only your attraction. And you will understand yourself in division as long as you choose the division within the kingdom as valid. And then when you change that relationship and let go of that through the constitution of surrender and vulnerability, and then accept that as your creation because you created it, not your fault, you forgot. You create it and you transcend that vibration and you become better for no reason. You fill some of that love for no defined why and why not in assigning it. There's no reason to because you feel it without acquiring it. Now, without going to get it, without achieving it, without goal setting and going to get it and efforting it. It's there because I am. It's because I am. That's why it's there. It's not because I did something. It's not because they gave something to me. It's not assigned as an object because I create the subjective world that I attract through my love of self. And that's what we do. We attract love, unconditional fucking beauty that doesn't lie in a human emotion. It is the motion of life. Law of attraction. So in the here and the now, being the I am, choose your worthy in the moment. And little channel just said, people want to know always, how do I know? You don't know. You never know. The knowing is experience. The knowing is experience. If it's in my little bubble of blue, then I shall know it. And when I know it, it transcends into my social memory complex of experience. Some people call it a soul. It's in my now. This is my now. There's no tomorrow. There's no yesterday. And there's no Disneyland. There's my living room. There's my kitchen I can see. There's my flute. There's a TV. There's an Xbox. That's my now. That's my potential. I muse. I'm in my mind of expansion, intelligence, not whys and why nots and whos and assignments of memory. I'm in the here and the now, choosing the vibration of what is attracted to me to understand my relationship to self. That's the law of attraction to me. My discipleship and discovery within my kingdom that I create. I tore down the walls of Jericho. I tore down everyone else's fucking built blueprints that I was relying on the castle of others, and built my own castle. Goddamn right I did. Motherfuckers. I am. So that here and the now woke me up to the attraction of acceptance. This is my world. Why am I fighting it? What is wrong with it in the here and the now? Nothing. I have water. I have food. I was gifted some attraction today. I got fresh vegetables from a garden. Cabbage and beets and banana peppers and butterscotch squash and tomatoes. And I have a stew in my mind from Esmeralda, this master kitchen witch, right? And we're going to create tomorrow. And all of that is my world that's attracted, and I work with it. I don't have to fix myself because I'm not broken. I don't have to fix the world because the world's not broken. I'm in my attracted bubble, and I stay here, and that is a relationship of not purpose and not meaning and not defined heroship, not imagery that feeds my emptiness and the reliability of continuation of that separated self. No. These interactions with reality are priceless, and they're not defined by what I'm doing to another. They are my attraction world. From drinking coffee to musing on the porch to playing my flute to playing Xbox to cooking to making my love to my funny little honey to watching YouTube to experiencing music for a while or whatever's in my now to feel it. When I was practicing, I was like, I want to go live, and trusting that and feeling that become alive and living this moment right now because I chose I am. I didn't debate. I didn't think about anything. I just became the moment. And you can too. I swear to God, you can. Because we're all the same. Gods. We just do it our way. And if you discover that, you will discover the law of attraction and you will understand worthiness. And the world will just magnificently change. It's not easy. You're going to go through your emotions. You're going to have to transcend them. You're going to rip you apart. You're going to be this groveling mess on the ground, probably taking a dump in your fucking pants because you're so afraid. But you're going to realize in that a moment that I am. And everything in here now is fine. And you're doing the mastery of transcendence. And that equation, listen, that equation, that experience of you transcending attracts others ready to know themselves and take a chance on themselves and say no when they want to say no and say yes despite what the fears in the mind say and find that choice and that beautiful golden nugget to birth it inside of themselves and say, God damn, I'm worth this choice. And they are now, I am. And their attraction starts to change. And everything here and now shifts frequencies. And they attract different realities, different worlds, different versions of people in the here and the now. different things come in, different memories start to happen, different timelines start to appear in their reality, different understanding of what it is to be a creator, not a fortified idea that lies in someone's memory. And then, and then, the one are all and the all are one. All four. I had this class, this is last 2 weekends ago, 2 Wednesdays ago, the master classes. And we brought this God here. And it's not Roxanne's whole self. Let's not put ourselves outside. Let's go ahead and stop with the measurement just for a while. You can go back to your measuring later on. You can assign yourself to a collective, an oversoul, or whatever. So I channeled me, this God self that is an individual singularity. And this self, one, is the creator of all. So it literally created everything. I did. Now watch this. Now shift out of me and go into you. Say the same words. I literally created all that is. And look at yourself and go, I did. God was one, needing to look at self another way. So it created another one. And they're the same God, but they have two different sets of truths. The singular truth, which all truths are true, Bashar 101. All truths are true. There's nothing false in consciousness. You cannot have false. False is non-existence. It doesn't exist, therefore it's not. We're in existence, law one, therefore it is. So all truths are truth. It's just whether it's your truth. So this truth sees it this way, and this truth here is that same God, but with its own singular knowing, its own awareness. And for some reason, I felt like, well, I'm really not here then, because the God's got to be somewhere else. It kind of diminished the ego. Well, good, because I'm ready to diminish the ego. I don't need the ego around anymore. So I started seeing myself as the one and all God. And then I started seeing the other people. I wasn't paying attention to the fucking fractal. The fucking fractal's a goddamn train wreck, a blood-sucking fucking energy hunter. Stand by. Needing to be fed off someone else's acceptance because they were not taught any worth. I'm not going to have sympathy or compassion for them and go, oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to feed them their victimization. Fuck that. I'm not going to feed them what they are. I'm going to show them what they can be by representing the authentic in the moment, whatever the fuck that is. I don't have a scripture on how I'm going to act every day. Every day I will the now. So that one God creates all gods, and you're the one God creating everything. Me. Hi. Thanks for being here and creating me. Booyah. One or all are one. We're all equal. But don't look at the fractal and try to figure that out from a polarized point of view, because that's going to lead you on a wild goose chase. You're going to try to assign it a meaning and figure it out through this logic, this little speck of human here. In any given moment, your memory creates a couple of minutes, maybe even a year of your actual entire time you've been on Earth is the memory created, and you're going to access that, and you're going to make a decision on the now out of that past. How about the intuition, which is all that is here in the now? I am. It doesn't happen overnight. I've been at this for 7 fucking years, and the acceleration happened in the last 2 years. The SLY classes that I did with the people that joined those classes, we cut our teeth on what it is to tear down an ego. And then the realizations start taking place. And more in the last couple of years, I've been really seeing the division has always been me, and learning how to apply that and then represent that. And we do that through channeling. We do that through our day-to-day lives. We do that through Reiki healing, through tarot card, through mediumship. Everything in consciousness is true to use, but what is your fucking relationship with it? Is it divided, or is it a unified expression of yourself? It's not whether you're channeling or stocking shelves. The difference is absolutely none until you say it is. The value of that is priceless until you put it in a slant and measure it as a meaningful or a wasteful life. That's the division you have to see. They all are one and one are all. So know that in the background that everyone is fine. Everyone is an invincible singularity that will be forever. And there's an infinite number of us. And we can't manage that. We can't fathom that. So that I am, not assigned to a collective going back to the whole, forget that. That's too much management, just too much thinking. I'm going to go ahead and be I am, because I know one thing: I'm not a diminished God. I'm a singular God that is forever. I am a creator. What I am is creator. Who I am is what I create. I create an infinite number of who's. I express it this way, express it this way. I also create once. I create that. But this is the singular I am. That's the one and all. Everyone is that. So relax. So when you see someone in peril, know that they are experiencing that. What you see is polarity. So now your peril, your pain is actually yours. And then theirs is uniquely theirs. So let them have it. Because they're God knowing themselves. They're the one knowing themselves. And you're part of the all, showing them how to see the one and whatever experience you're in as a co-creator. And that's undefined. You don't need to fucking figure it out. Everyone's trying to manage reality to fulfill their ego, pound their chest. Look what I did. You know, I'm a hero. Please love me. I don't know how to love myself. No one taught me. They taught me to love myself through making people mad and dividing people. They taught me how to love myself through how much I can piss other people off and use them. They taught me how to love myself by how many good acts of heroship I can do and make a person happy for a moment, but never show them their worth. Light bearers. That's what I am. A goddamn enlightener. My kingdom, I had to enlighten. And it doesn't stop. You keep looking at the attracted I am. We get to do that for fucking ever. Forever. We never stop here and now. I am. Law of attraction. My chosen worthiness. I am the one through the all knowing myself. You are the same one through the all knowing yourself. You are all that is. Everything is encompassed in you. Everything is encouched in you. You give birth to me as I reinforce you. I have more investigation to do with that. That class was magnificent. It made me cry. It made me realize it. It told me some new parts about myself I can look at and take down these points of view and realize them and wrestle with them and do that investigation. Not dependency, not need. I need to know this. If I don't, I'll be dead. Stop with your desperation. Stop with your lack. Investigate yourself. Be humble and be honest. And anyone who tries to suck your fucking energy, kick them in the nuts. Not this psychic bullshit. Oh, I'm being attacked psychically. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're just fucking selling yourself a story as a human. Good. Go in your little human way. I'm talking to gods, creators. That doesn't live in fantasy. That practical magic of the now. And then there's more there. I'm not done with it yet. So there'll be more to come on the laws because I'm still working. I'm still investigating. But this is what I found and it works for me. And I am not a scripture. I am a light bearer. You get to take what you want, work with it, and go along your merry, endless existence of pure fucking love. Booyah! The last law is change is the only constant except for the first four laws. And I understand the first four laws, but change is the only constant was I had to wrestle with a little bit because I was not seeing a lot of change. But what I was doing is the reality was changing, but what I wasn't, I was choosing to see it the same way through my memory. So I wasn't getting the change that I was looking for, but the change was always there. I was just choosing to see the same things over and over again in the same polarized manner because that's what I was taught. I was taught I was not enough. I was taught that you have to earn your way. I was taught that Roxanne, transgender, male with a penis with B cup, who are we kidding? A cup boobies is an atrocity. I was taught that I should be extinguished for the existence of society because I am cause of change. I go against the grunges of tyranny. I am light. And I chose to discover this beautiful singularity expresses consciousness, not without purpose or solicitation of acceptance, just because I love the fucking shit out of me, and I don't know if it's possible to love me anymore. But I am not going to cease trying to find the depths of me through the effortless journey of I am. So change is the only constant. Change is the only constant. Yes, Trish, you gave birth to me. You did. You're goddamn right. This is the beautiful way we do things. We express ourselves, and the division of interpretation lies within you. The acceptance and allowance of seeing yourself in that what is attracted, your choices, to see where it lies in the division within yourself, and having the ability with your existence, your here and now, your resolve to choose the will of the now, to see things through the one and the all, always, constantly, there for you to allow yourself to change, can be fortified and lived every day. That's it. So that was for, hang on. Let me see who that was for. Tom Grossi's on, hun. I think he's on. We're going to watch the Tom Grossi, a YouTuber that calls football games. And Tommy just got up from his nap. I'm on YouTube, boo. Okay. Yeah. So it was Super Rush 999, 3 hours ago. He was looking at one of the master classes, Sow and Reap, and he wrote the comment. And I said, we haven't done a breakdown of that, and that's why we did that. All right, guys. Go fall in love with you. Josephia said it long ago, 2014. Take a chance on yourself. Take a chance on yourself. You're worth the discovery of I am. You are absolutely worth that. Go and find out. I have to figure out how to stop this, but until then, I love you guys. We'll talk to you in the next now. Bye. I have to figure out how to end this. I don't think I know how to end this. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. There it is. Okay, I did it. I love you guys. Take care.